Governor Barbara Roberts' path to politics is based on authentic and personal passion that began in 1971. As a young mother of an autistic son, she was on a mission to get a legislative bill passed that would change Oregon law, giving special needs children rights to an education that had previously been denied to them. In her new role as a lobbyist, she spent 4 days a week at her job as a bookkeeper and 1 day a week at the Capitol building in Salem. In the next 6 months, she became an expected presence, talking to all 90 members of the Oregon legislature, telling her story and advocating for these educational rights. Unprecedented history was made when the bill was put on the fast track and unanimously passed among the present House members. Oregon had the first law in the nation requiring special education for children that needed it and deserved it. It was a turning point for special education in the state and the country. It was also a turning point for a young woman who, as a child, thought her life's goal and expectations was to be a mother, with no intentions of a career, let alone one in politics.
In my age category, we didn't have certainly very many women mentors. We didn't have women in public office. In the small town I grew up, I don't even think there were women on the school board, certainly no city council people or legislators or county commissioners.
During the next several years, Barbara would work in Oregon government, taking on different roles, supporting impactful bills, and establishing a name for herself. With her husband, Frank Roberts, also an active part of the Oregon political environment, her professional life became focused on politics. In 1985, she was elected Secretary of State, where she served in this role for the next 6 years. There was one distinct moment during this time that gave her the opportunity to see herself in a new light. In 1989, encouraged by her husband and mentor, Barbara applied for the Women Executives Fellowship in State Government at Harvard's Kennedy School of Government. She was accepted to this leadership course, and once it began, it was clear she was seen among the 60-person cohort as one of its leaders. It was here that Barbara's understanding of herself changed. She began to see herself as others saw her, and had a self-described, life-changing revelation. She was a leader. Soon after this experience, the Democratic candidacy for governor was open. With this newfound confidence and understanding of herself, she announced her campaign for governor. In 1991, Barbara Roberts became the first and only woman governor of Oregon.
It's impossible to be a leader without being a risk taker. And I'm not using the term risk taker like kamikaze, but you must take a risk to lead. You have to walk out on the end of the limb to do the kind of things, make the kind of changes that make you that leader.
During her time in office, Governor Roberts would have a significant impact on the state, the economy, the people, on education, and on the environment.
Women have a tendency to be more collaborative leaders, and it was that collaboration that allowed me to bring all kinds of people to the table. We set a full table of business and labor and agriculture and women and men and minorities. The table was full, everybody was there, and out of that collaboration we came up with a lot of innovations.
The passion that she brought to the Capitol in 1971 as an advocate for an important education bill still exists more than 40 years later.
I like to look at the fact that I served in public office for over 30 years and nobody ever questioned my honesty or ethics. If I had to pick a thing I'm proud of, that would be it.
Her passion has not wavered, and the determination and pride that has allowed her to pave the way for other women and young advocates defines her as an innovator and entrepreneur. Governor Barbara Roberts, congratulations on being a 2013 Weatherford Award Honoree.